Hello everybody in YouTube land and welcome to the 6th episode of, well I guess it's really actually our 7th due to the unfortunate Dark Side of the Moon fiasco that happened. But we are here playing Point of No Return with Will Yorick, Sister Mary, and Father Mateo. I have checked, there are blessed tokens in the bag. That's great. I'm gonna give Sister Mary over here the fabled giant bless token. To the reminder to put the bless tokens in because it always works for me. And alright, we have the underworld is a cavernous realm, almost another world unto itself. Its ceiling is so far in the distance that it might as well be a somber, overcast sky. The walls of the caverns are dimly lit by a flickering gray light with no apparent source. You wander through the twisting catacombs in search of a way forward, but you can't shake the feeling that you are being followed. 5 doom advances. You've succeeded in reaching the Dreamlands, but this is not quite what you expected. You're in the underworld and it will take some work for you to find your bearings in this sinister place. Forced, after an enemy with 1 or more clues on it is defeated, take control of each of those clues. Objective, find Richard Upton Pickman. You'll be instructed when to advance. Alright. Let me quickly just resolve my mulligan. This hand legitimately might be perfect. I think we want to get rid of these. No, we'll keep the resourceful. And then we want to grab 2 new cards. Oh, this is a good start for this Yorick deck. Alright. So we are on our location, the Vaults of Zin, Shroud 3. 3 clues. This is veiled, which means if there's no clues, we can flip it over and resolve the other side. Next to us, we have the City of Gugs, where after you enter the City of Gugs, flip it over and resolve the text on the other side. It's probably a Gug. And then we have Plane of the Ghouls down here, which is 4 Shroud, 3 clues. Do any of you guys want to go first? Because my turn's going to be the longest, so I'm going to go last.
Yeah, sure. I can just start getting some clues for us.
Sure.
Okay, I'll engage the soul into a 6th sense.
Oh, great. That's really good in this scenario. We don't even, let's, you know what?
Every location is revealed, so that's pretty...
it is really nice,
easy.
actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just start adding some blessing.
Done?
And I start investigating at 6 to 3.
6 to 3. Nice. What do you got? Oh.
And autofill. I'll keep it for now. Maybe there's a bit more important autofill later.
Fantastic.
And I can get 2 locations.
Yeah, so 1 from yours.
Maybe 4 shrouds.
Yeah, I was just thinking, do we actually need to go into the City of the Gug? Because I know there's a Gug there, but...
Yeah, only if you want to do the tower.
Oh, we don't need to find... We don't need to find our way out. We're gonna die down here.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Sure.
grab whichever. Yeah.
Yeah, but just stay and doing nothing.
All right, Sister Mary, what do you got going on?
Alright, who wants 2 resources?
I'll take them. Actually, you probably should give them to Father Mateo because I'm gonna be fine. Unless. Do you need the resources,
Right.
Father Mateo?
Yeah, I can use them.
Okay, sure. Sure.
And I'll play that.
Nice. What do we got? If I found, you found something. So hopefully, I think the only weapon in your deck might be your fabled spear that killed Jesus. So.
And then I'll just play this.
Nice. Speak up. Alright. So, when my turn begins, I have to discard the top 10 cards in my deck. So we're going to quickly just 1, 2, 3. Okay, I now have my geared up. And it was recently actually said that it works with backpack. So we're going to start with this backpack. So I look at the top 6. I get nothing.
Oh man.
That's really funny. Well, that's random chance for you. Bye. Okay. I get to play. Well, I have 3 fewer actions. I get to play any number of item assets. I can play the chainsaw for 3, and these bandages for 1. I'm gonna put it in my backpack slot because my backpack failed me. All right. Well, that was a lot less exciting than I thought it was gonna be, but we can go upkeep. Turns out it doesn't work with backpack. Hell yeah. Oh. Oh. I mean, I can
2 is even better, because then it's free and you search 12 people.
I think it may have been worth to do geared up before short supply. Oh, I suppose they do when your first turn. Yeah, I suppose they do actually do it the first phase there. Yeah. I mean, I have the item I want here, so I'm not too bothered. TBH, I'm not too bothered either way. 1 of 5. Who is our lead investigator here? It's me. So we're just gonna go counterclockwise. I have. I'm gonna say foot is bad, so foot -2 for the remainder of the round. What do you have, Father Mateo?
I have dissonant voices.
Sweet. What about you, Sister? Oh, Sister Mary, did you add your blessed token at the end of the round?
Yeah, I'm about to.
Sweet. And what's your evil card? Ancient Evils. Easy. Okay, who wants to go first?
Yeah, I can just go investigating again.
Sweet, go for it.
Right. So 63. Whoa, there's lots of autofills. Yeah.
Nice, clue for you. 1 more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to flip your location?
We can turn it. Sure.
All right. Hisses and uncanny voices pursue you through this web of dark and intersecting tunnels. You believe the myriad paths might lead all the way to the surface of the Dreamlands, considering the vastness of this network of caverns. It is a wonder you can even find your way back to where you started. However, you're not alone when you emerged. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a gassed enemy and spawn it here exhausted. All right. I'll let you do the searching, and we can let Sister Mary go.
I'll play the Enchanted Blade.
Enchanted Blade, nice.
Is it worth it for me to... I'm not familiar with the gassed enemy.
Oh, I would love to kill it. I would love to kill it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because you're York. Okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I will draw a card.
Nice. Oh, nice. I mean, in theory, going back to if I should have done geared up before short supply, in theory, it's the same odds because you actually don't know what you're going to discard off short supply. I think it actually is the exact same thing. Because I could have discarded all those 6 cards that I found on the backpack. I think it's just I think it actually is the same odds either way. So going back to that one. Because we don't know what the top 16 cards of our deck are. So I think it actually doesn't matter mathematically. Sweet. So this can pay for other people's stuff, right? Exciting. All right, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna gain a resource to start this off. And then I'm gonna chainsaw this hunting ghast. Yeah. So we're gonna spend a supply. We have 6 to 2. Yeah, he will die. I will gain this clue. I'm helping. And then I will play an asset out of my discard pile. And I think it's gonna be this bandolier.
Do you want a discount?
Yeah, I would love one.
Done.
Okay. I really appreciate that. I'll bury that fricker deep. I'm not gonna wait on this if that's all right with everyone.
Just sure.
Just get some victory in here. And my last action is I could just play these. I also could just what do I want to play for my discard pile? I mean, now I want to play a weapon. Like I want to play this next turn. So I'm gonna just gain a resource, I think. Unless, are you cool if I mean, you have 4 things on your brightest sanctification, right?
Yeah.
Can I steal another one?
Sure.
I got these shoes.
I think it exhausts, right?
Oh, it exhausts? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
never mind then. I'll just gain a resource. Easy, no problem. No problem. All right, let's go upkeep. Oh. I got an enemy to kill.
That was fortunate.
You fool, you're just going to eventually get my chainsaw back. Okay, we are at 3 of 5. Oh, you got your Crisis of Faith. All right, let's resolve that. How many?
How many? I don't remember.
There are 3 in here.
Okay, so replace 1 and I'll take 2.
Sweet. Remove. Add. And did you add one at the end of your turn? Probably not yet, because you have that at the end of the round. Perfect. So you can add 1 more. I'll add it for you.
Okay. Good thing I played that Rite of Sanctification or I would have been in real trouble.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right. And now we go Mythos phase. 3 of 5. My evil card is Rotting Remains. We're testing 4 to 3. We're testing 4 to 3. -0. We are A-okay. What do you got, Father Mateo? Well, I had some Rotting Remains. Who would have thought?
Yeah, that's a 4 to 3.
Whoa.
Yeah,
we each have one of those. Seems good. All right, remove Bless token. What do you got, Sister Mary? What's yours? Whispers of Hypnos.
Foot bad.
Foot bad. Perfect. Yeah, I do have these. I didn't bury them deep enough. It's true. I do have these ghouls. They're just coming out of the graveyard. All right. Why don't one of you guys go first?
Yeah, I'll move to the plane of ghouls.
Nice.
Alright. Yeah, I'll just start investigating. It's 6 to 4.
Nice. Nice.
The last one.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's the clues.
All right, Sister Mary, what do you got going on?
I can try to get that last clue off of that location.
Oh, yeah, that seems fine, yeah.
Nah.
A Promise of Power. Add a curse token.
So 6 to 4. Oh.
All right. If you fail by 2 or more, you don't fail by 2 or more. You fail by 1. Okay.
And then I will draw a card.
Sweet. All right, Graveyard Ghouls. Are you ready to get chainsawed up? We're going to go 6 to 3. Yeah, they take +2 damage, so they are defeated. I get to play a card from my discard pile, because why wouldn't Yorick have synergy with his own weakness? And I'm going to play this machete. Seems fine. Time Roller, how's it going? I'm going to move to be with my friends because you guys are my friends. And I'll draw a card for my last action. So sick. Do you mind if I... How many Blessed tokens are in the cup right now? There are 2. It's release a token.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I steal one of those?
No, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to then seal the 3 tokens on here. Perfect. Okay. Upkeep? Man, that Rite of Sanctification came at like the perfect time for both keeping you alive and also, you know, all the money I've saved. It's incredible. All right, we're at 4 of 5.
I'm gonna add the Bless token.
I got a ghoul.
Additional voice again.
The Father Mateo special. Another ghoul.
All
right. So I think if we, I'm not 100%, but I think if we flip this location, we get the dude, and then we can start making Ghoul Gang go nuts, because we can probably steal one of these ghouls. I'm pretty sure, anyway. So, Father Mateo, I think you should go first, because, I mean, your turn also seems pretty easy because of these dissonant voices.
Yeah, I cannot do it myself, so... investigate.
Oh, let's go.
2 clues.
That's really nice. I'll grab that City of the Gug one for you. Do you want to flip this, or do you want to do that after?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. If the investigators possess at least 3 player clues, how many do we got? 9?
9.
Oh,
Exactly.
incredible! I guess, yeah, because you got 2 off this one and I got 1 off the gas. That's actually perfect. The investigators, so, having spent considerable time exploring the upper layer, you understand the ghoul's nature a bit more. They are more welcoming than their kin have been in the past, speak to you in grunting monosyllabical English. As you consider your options, you're approached by one of the kind who still wears human clothing. Unlike the rest, he's able to communicate with you perfectly with an air of authority and wisdom about him, and probably a British accent, in my mind. He demands to know why you've come to this place. Advance the current act. Randolph gives a shout of recognition as the ghoul approaches. He and the creatures shake hands and converse for a short while, after which he introduces you. This is the ghoul I spoke to you about. He is an old friend of mine, and he has offered to guide us through the underworld. He has some dire news, however. Randolph goes on to explain. Strange happenings have been occurring within the underworld. He tells of dark forces spreading throughout the veil below the plane of the ghouls, of vile weavers that crawl along the cavern walls, and of a terrible howling cry that penetrates throughout the realm. All of it, he says, emanates from one place, an ocean of pitch in the realm's deepest lair. Choose an investigator to take control of the set-aside Richard Upton Pickman. I think it should probably be Sister Mary.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think she'll benefit it from it the most.
Does he get rid of Beat Cop then?
Nah, he doesn't take an ally slot.
Okie doke.
Put each set-aside Veil location into play. Not the depths, just the Veil. All right. So we have, this one connects to Craig of the Ghouls. And then that connects to the Sea of Bones. And the Peaks of Thoth connect over here. And then Vale of Panath comes over there. I believe that is correct. Oh, no, they all kind of connect. Maybe like this is better. Because then these two go like this. And then these two, I think it's like that. And then are these two connected? They are! Does that look good? I think it's good. Roger Dodger. I'm gonna assume it's good. Okay. Find each of the card from the Striking Fear Encounter set, even if they are out of play, and remove them from the game. All right. See you later, dissonant voices. Conveniently, we drew, like, pretty much all of them. It's 5. There's 7 in this set? Holy crap. Frozen in Fears. I'm pretty sure that's the Striking Fear set. I am a genius. Okay. Shuffle the set aside Terror of the Veil and the Night Gods encounter set. Man. Night Gods get a lot of time in this game. They just show up, like, everywhere. Along with the discard pile. Okay. After an enemy with one or more clues... Oh, I guess I should read the flavor. The weight of the veil below is treacherous. You have to climb down from a place Pikmin calls the Crag of the Ghouls, where the creatures cast the discarded remains of their macabre meals. You can only imagine what the depths might be like. After an enemy with one or more clues on it is defeated, take control of each of those clues. Find a way to the Sea of Pitch. You'll be instructed when to advance. Father Mateo, how many actions do you have left? 2?
2, yeah.
Alright, go for it. Keep going your turn.
Yeah, I could just try to get some clues from the Crack of the Ghouls, but that would be... The next treachery will get searched when I stay there.
Yeah, I don't think it's too spooky. I mean, we have to move there anyway.
Yeah, and I'm with Theo, so...
Yeah, exactly, right? That's the other part. And I suppose you're now... This is 2 locations away, so you can still grab the last City of the Gugs one.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll just try. 6 to 3.
Incredible.
-3, so I get 2 clues as well from the City of the Gugs.
Once again, just compare Sixth Sense and Wither, and you'll wonder what the heck's going on here.
Yeah. That's a really big difference in power level.
Sister Mary, why don't you go?
Okay, I think I will do away with this full minion.
You can also exhaust him to have Richard Upton Pickmans just grab him if you wanted.
Oh.
Because then he joins the gang.
Alright, ghoul gang it is.
So this attack deals damage equal to the number of ghouls. Okay. I might let... I might evade my guy and let you take him next turn, because then this ghoul gang deals 2 damage, sorry. I think that's probably worth it.
Could I just do that at the end of the upkeep phase, or would that not be a smart thing to do?
You can do it at... if a window opens up during the Mythos phase, you can. That'll be the next window where he is ready, and also... So it's if a test happens during the Mythos phase, you can, and if not, after we draw encounter cards, you can. So that'll be after he readies. All right, well, we'll try to evade this guy. Let me look at my discard pile.
Do I still have actions left? I think I do.
Oh yeah, you have a whole turn left. My mistake. Sorry, you have a whole turn.
All right. So first thing I'm gonna do is release some blast token.
Nice. Nice. That's awesome.
And move down. Spend 1.
Sweet. 6 to 3.
6 to 3.
Beautiful. 2 clues. Awesome. Killing it. Okay.
Okay, that's me.
All right. I'm going to take an attack of opportunity and move down here. And then I'm going to try to evade this guy. And I'm going to commit this resourceful to this test. So we are going to release a token off Favor of the Sun as if I drew that. And then I'm going to Ancient Covenant to just pass the test. So I'll remove that blessed token. And then this guy is evaded. And I will return... give me this Cherished Keepsake, which I'm going to play for my last action. Okay. Upkeep, everybody. Trying to get the better Twitch TV emotes to work. I mean, I think I also can do something on my end to do that. I'm going to give this guy to you because you can ghoul gang him. And then we'll go Doom Advances. A sudden wave of pain and nausea passes over you, and for a brief moment it seems the very fabric of reality is tearing apart. The feeling passes quickly, but it's obvious that something is not quite right. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the deck. And then place 1 damage on the scenario reference card. So we'll just put it up here for the group damage. I won't put it on our individual cards. Okay. For Doom, as you continue to explore, the creatures of the underworld grow agitated and begin to pursue you as if compelled by some unseen force. Hint, the game will not necessarily end when the agenda advances, but the stability of reality will continue to unravel. Yeah, I don't need my lucky when I basically have 2 luckies right here. Alright. My evil card is none other than a ghoul minion. What do you got, Father Mateo? So the first treachery is going to gain Surge. Just a reminder to everybody. That's the treachery that's going to gain Surge.
Yeah, the foot bad, is it? This,
yeah, foot bad.
And there's no evade, right? Yeah, foot bad.
Yeah, foot bad.
And it gains Surge. Unexpected ambush. There are no enemies in play. Otherwise,
yeah, we have 2 enemies.
So it's intellect 4 or.
All right.
Okay.
So.
Oh, one second.
See.
I think Jelly said something. You wanted to do something?
So now I should add to the ghoul gang.
Yeah, you totally could. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, now there's a window.
So is it better to take 1 off of you or me?
I can play something from my discard pile if need be, but I also could just, like, evade the guy again, and we can just, like, have your ghoul gang deal 3 damage, which seems pretty sweet. So,
yeah, let's make the ultimate ghoul gang. Yeah, I'll just commit my second copy of 6 cents. So I'm at 5 to 4. Yeah, maybe also Riot of Seeking 6 to 4.
Okay, 6 to 4. Sweet.
And I pass.
Alright. Grasping Hands. So your foot is bad here. Your foot is 1 right now, for reference.
I'll do that then.
Sweet, try it out. So reveal 5 tokens. Dang. It's a good attempt.
Unfortunately, I don't have any symbols to commit. So
I can give you 1. I can give you 1, so you're at least only down 1. Nice. Awesome. Okay, clue getters, why don't you guys go first? I'm gonna just have the camera kind of like this while I look through my discard pile to see if this ghoul's probably still better spent becoming damage for the future. So,
alright, I'll go.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, 6 to 3.
There's those blessed tokens. Alright, remove. Oh, no, I removed the curse token. Remove. See you later. Have a good shift. Alright, so you grab 2 clues. If you could do... Oh, sorry, Sister Mary, if you could do me a favor and stay here, because then I can... I don't have to take another damage to bring this guy with me to you.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll just... it seems like such a waste to use the last to get 1.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I can just do 6 cents in my turn, so you can...
Yeah, you could draw cards, gain resources, whatever you need more of.
Yeah, I'll draw a card.
Sweet. Alright, Father Mateo, why don't you go next?
Alright. I'll investigate 63.
Nice. Clue's yours.
I get a clue.
Would you like to flip this?
Yeah.
Looking out over the barren vale, you get a sense of for the threats that dwell below. Underneath the plateau upon which you stand, a forest... you can start looking at the top 6 cards if you want to do this. Go for it while I'm reading this, Father Mateo. Underneath the plateau upon which you stand, a forest of obscene pale fungi extends for miles. Beyond that is a great heap of bones, like an ocean pouring forth in all directions. You swear you can see something crawling or worming its way along the surface of the bones, but perhaps it is just your imagination. In the distance, great sharp peaks of stone loom over the vale. Black-winged creatures fly around the summit searching for prey. You see no sign of this ocean of pitch Pikmin described, though you do notice a wide cavern opening along a wall of stone to the right of the vale below. Look at the top 6 cards of the encounter deck. You may discard up to half those cards. Return the rest to the top in any order. For remainder of the game, ignore the text on Crag of Ghouls. Let's go! That text no longer exists. Easy times. Because you still have 2 actions left, so I will just look at chat and say, hi, chat! Hello. And hello, everyone on YouTube. Hello. Hope you're having a good day. I'm excited. I'm ordering a burger for lunch, so I'm in a good place. Hi! Hey, chat! Oh, look at this! It's so fun! Hi, chat! Hello! Alright, you done your stuff?
Yeah.
Alright, what do you got?
Let's see. Yeah, I could play Blessing of Isis, but there's not many blessings in the back anyway, so I'll just move along to... I don't remember what happens at Sea of Bones, actually.
It might... it might have to do something with the dole. I'm gonna wager.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I can go to the field of math first, so you can just deal with the ghouls. And then I'll do 6 to 4.
Sweet. Beautiful. I showed up 18 minutes late. I apologize for that. I had to no, no worries, no worries. All right, Sister Mary, you haven't gone yet, right?
That's correct.
Oh no,
no, I went.
Yeah, you got a bunch of clues. You got a bunch of clues. All right, we're gonna try to evade this ghoul at 1 to 2. We're gonna Favor of the Sun this, and we're going to Ancient Covenant this. So we'll just call that a success. I'm then gonna... what am I looking at this turn, Mateo? What am I from this deck? Am I having an enemy? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, could I also chase the order?
You could, yes, you can, yeah.
Pay attention to that. Let's see.
Because I'm just wondering, because I might move into this...
one enemy, but I'll make sure that it's for you.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay,
let's see, this is the good bad one, okay.
In that case, I'm going to just move to hang out with you. And I will also... Actually, no, sorry, before I go, do you mind if I release a Bless token off your Rite of Sanctification?
Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome, thank you. We are going to play... okay, this Relic Hunter can go away. We're going to play this Guard Dog for 1. And then I'm going to move to Father Mateo. Okay. And then when you're done ordering it, I will...
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go upkeep, everybody. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right, we probably want to find a way out, I'm going to wager. Yeah, okay. We can do that one. All right, we are at 1 of 4. My evil card is Aghast. Hello? What do you got, Father Mateo?
Yeah, I got an unexpected ambush.
Yep.
Yeah, so now there's a casting play, so I have to test
I mean,
intellect.
Yeah, as long as you don't fail by 3, it won't attack you. It'll just, like, engage you, and I can just grab him back.
Yeah, I'll just do 3 to 4.
Here, have
See what
5 to
happens.
4.
Oh, that's failing by 2.
Yeah.
These
Failing.
playing, it's 1, right? Yeah. Yeah, so
You do fail by 3. So he'll just attack you. But I'll heal with my bandages. So you don't take the damage. What do you have, Sister Mary? What's your evil card?
Okay, brain.
So you have 7 to 3, it looks like?
Yep.
Pretty sweet. Incredible. Awesome. Ghoul Gang's looking sweet. I think...
Oh, we forgot the text on our location. You know, but you couldn't commit
Oh!
the silver key.
And then I can still play my guard dog. Okay.
Okay.
Has Father Mateo played only a single card all game? Yeah, the strongest card in the game. It's all you need.
We need any other cards.
Alright, I'll go first because I got to deal with your thingamajig. So I'm gonna grab your ghast. I'm gonna move up here. He's going to bite the guard dog. I'm gonna take the horror on my keepsake. I'm going to heal my guard dog, and we'll just move the damage onto him. I will then machete this guy at 5 to 2. He is toast. I'll play a card from my discard pile. I'm gonna play this safeguard, I think. Up here, I suppose. That's me. That's me. Who wants to go next? I mean, maybe if Father Mateo goes next, if we get the dole, Sister Mary can come, like, fight it. We can see what happens, but... That's probably the best sequence, yeah.
Yeah, so shall I just investigate here, and if I get a symbol, then...
Yeah, go for it.
Sea of Bones.
Go for it, yeah.
So 6 to 4.
Nice.
Yeah, we get... so we flip the one.
Traversing this canyon of cadavers and monstrous remains is laborious enough, but it is the churning and digging below the surface that causes you to hate this awful place. What sort of monstrosity could span the entirety of this ocean of bones? Your answer presents itself as you come across a great pit in the ravine. It is swallowing the bones and scraps of rotten meat like a whirlpool. When you reach the base of the tunnel and realize its true purpose, a shudder courses through you. It was made by an enormous creature, the thing that dwells below the sea of bones. If there is no dole tunnel at this location, search the counter deck and discard pile for a dole tunnel and attach it to this location. Dole tunnel. If the Southern Dole's in play, we're going to grab him. And he comes into play exhausted. Are you kidding me? What a little baby. And he has 2 clues on him. What a baby. So the tunnel just makes it... Sweet. Okay. Alright. Father Mateo, I believe you still have 2 actions left.
Yeah, so I'll just keep investigating here because I don't really contribute to combat.
So sick.
Yeah, so the last clue.
Would you like to flip your location?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, so we're going to need 9 clues here. Try as you might, you cannot find a way anyway out of the dark, barren vale.
Do we have 9? Yeah. It doesn't say that it has to be at the location, right?
It does not say we have to be at that location. It is true. We just have to spend the 9 clues. Incredible. Okay. So one of you guys get to keep 2 of your clues. You venture out of the dark vale, and attempt to map out your surroundings. With the knowledge you've accumulated, you know that the source of the disturbances with the underworld cannot be in this region. There must be another pathway, perhaps a cavern or tunnel that leads from the Vale to a place even deeper beneath the surface of the Dreamlands. As you approach the great stone wall at the far end of the Vale, you pick up a foul scent like sulfur. And tar, by the way. You follow the stench until it leads you to a wide hole in the wall. The investigators spend 9 clues. Advance the current act. Flip this card back over. The hole becomes narrower and narrower as you make your way through the other side of the stone wall. When you finally emerge, you find yourself at the shore of an enormous ocean of pitch black tar. Webs of glowing violet energy spread across its surface, filling you with an uneasy dread. Could this be related to the horrors you witnessed in St. Mary's Hospital? Just as you're beginning to wonder what to do next, you discover several rowboats of black wood moored in a nearby cove. The hull of each is carved with a strange insignia. Is this luck or providence? Either way, you are determined to set off across the sea and trace this madness to its source. Put each set-aside depth location into play. Okay. There's just 4 of them. And I think they're all attached to this, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're all sea of pitch. And we don't know which is which.
Yeah. I didn't shuffle them, but I don't know what the order they're in. Shuffle the set-aside Descent into the Pitch and Agents of Achlanaka into the deck. Along with the discard pile? Along with the discard pile. Perfect. Okay, you have 1 action left, I believe.
Yeah, I probably should stick close to you guys.
Yeah, I probably don't want to go too far.
One. Yeah, I can move to you, and that's my last action.
Sweet. All right, Sister Mary, you're up.
I will use my enchant.
Cool. I'm going to commit this to give you +2.
So that's 6 to 3.
Sweet. -1. So it deals him 2 damage. So now, next turn, you can deal 3 damage with your ghoul gang if you did not want to use another charge.
I think I'm okay using another charge.
Sure.
And then I was planning on discarding the beat cop to finish him off.
Sweet. Sounds good.
Six to 3 again. And goodbye, beat cop.
The dole is no more. But he might return. Okay. That's everybody, right?
Yeah, I think so.
We go upkeep. And then we're at 2 of 4. And my evil card is Will of the Spider Mother. Test brain 3. If there's a spider enemy in your location, you cannot commit cards to the skill test. If you fail, you cannot attack or investigate until the end of the round. Okay, we're going 4 to 3. Sister Mary's here, so I'm not too worried about not attacking. So I can't attack or investigate till the end of the round. I'm just going to put this here so I remember.
Right. Got a Grey Reaver.
Oh, maybe I should have worried about attacking or investigating. What do you got, Sister Mary? Oh, okay. Oh, I can't say anything. I can't say anything. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not here. I'm not here.
Book bad.
I wish I didn't react. I should not have even reacted. That's okay. All right. We should help him. We should help Father Mateo.
All right, I will. Hold on. Okay. I'll go first.
Yeah.
Hello.
Very nice. A new one. That's awesome. Did you want to engage this guy so we don't accidentally ghoul gang Father Mateo to death.
Yeah, I'll do.
Yeah.
All right, so
You have 6 to 5? 6 to 4? Here, I'm going to commit a vicious blow as well. So you have
to 4?
6, 7, 8. I think you actually have like 10. Because you have 5 from this guy, 6 from the B cop, 7. Yeah, you have 10. You have 10 to 4. 8 to 4. 5 to 4. You're good. So this guy takes 4 damage. Alright. I'll go next if that's cool.
I have one more action, right?
No, because you played beat cop. You engaged and you attacked.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to grab this guy. I am going to draw a card. He's going to attack me. I'm going to put a... I'm going to... Did I accidentally do that? I think I did. Well, I'm going to put 2 damage on this guard dog. You know what? The guard dogs will die. I'm going to kill this guy with the guard dog. Allowing me to play a card from my discard pile. And I'm going to play this fancy dancy silver key. I have a Relic Hunter somewhere. I've already covered it, I think. Oh, it's over here. I already moved it over there. Perfect. Okay. So the silver key, when you take Horror Exhaust, to cancel 1 of that. And I have 1 action left. I'm going to gain a resource. Take that, Will of the Spider Mother. Don't need to fight when you got a guard dog.
And a ghoul gang.
And a ghoul gang, exactly. Yeah, like that's a strong ghoul gang. Father Mateo, we have cleared the threats. You can go and be you.
Yeah, so I'm going to investigate 6 to 2. That's a blast, but I'll continue. Oh, Elf sign.
Really nice.
So I get an extra action.
I do agree. Actually, intellect bad is probably best. Well, book bad. It's not intellect. I've never heard that word in my life. Book bad is definitely a good choice for this team. What are you taking an extra action or are you drawing cards?
Yeah, I'm taking an extra action probably.
Nice.
So I'll investigate again. 6 to 2. So this is cleared.
Should you have flipped that over when you discovered the first clue?
Yeah, we did. Then it spawned the ghoul.
Oh, but it doesn't say limit once, so I think we have to do it each time. Yeah.
After you discover 1 or more clues, let's see if bones flip it over. Oh yeah.
So it just brings the guy back. Just brings the guy back. That's okay. We can kill him again. That's not a problem.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, so I probably see it straight too far from you. Yeah, I can just play my Blessing of Isis, I guess.
Yeah.
It doesn't do much. Right. Just in case somebody draws 2 blasts in a row.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll draw a card, I guess.
Cool. Sister Mary.
Oh, the thing that follows.
Farthest location. He goes all the way up there. Sister Mary, you cool taking the dole?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. We can go upkeep. All right. 3 of 4. 3 of 4. My evil card is Aghast. What do you got, Father Mateo?
Taste of Life Blood. Let's see.
That's easy.
Take 1 damage. Oh, that's not really cool. So 43.
Fell by 2.
Okay.
You can put 2 of your clues on like this Ghast.
Yeah. Put them on the gas.
Things should move closer. Yeah, that's true. Good point. He's coming. That thing's gonna die on the way for sure. Ancient Evils. All right, disadvantage. Unless anyone wants to cancel, because we do have 2 cancel classes. I suppose I should ask before I start flipping.
I can't.
Father Mateo, you have any cancels?
No.
Okay. All right. Each investigator must either discard 1 card at random from their hand or lose 2 resources. I am Yorick. I'll discard a card at random. Oh, the 1 card I didn't want to discard. That's okay. Place 1 damage on the scenario reference. Let me flip this card back. Also, shuffle the encounter discard into the deck. Okay. Those were all of our evil cards. It's now our turn. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Sure.
Just to
Expedite the murder process.
Yeah. 5 to 3.
6 to 3, because B Cop also puts it up.
Oh, okay.
Beauty. 3 damage.
And then I'll use my final charge on my Enchanted Blade to be also 6 to 3.
Cool. I'll commit this Enchanted Blade so you be 7 to 3 to beat the -4. Beauty. He's dead. Again. You get those clues. Okay. And you have 1 action left, Sister Mary.
Should we start heading towards?
Yeah, you can escort Father Mateo down there. Okay. Father Mateo, why don't you go next and go start getting clues? Man, this has been such an easy game for Father Mateo.
Pitch.
Yeah. Here, I am gonna just quickly give them a shuffle. Just in case there is an order that, like, if, for example, if the first one was the one that had, like, the solution, I'll just grab them. Popping in to say hi? Just lurking? Hey, how's it going, Panda Angel? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday so far. All right, go for it.
That's my last action. I'll play Read the Signs.
Sweet.
So I'm at 7 to 2 right now.
Sweet.
Let's see.
Beauty.
So 2 clues.
Nice. All right, I'm going to karate chop this guy at 5 to 2. He is no more. But when I say karate chop, I of course mean my machete. I'm going to play New Bear from my discard pile. Get out of here, old bear. I want New Bear. I'm then going to move into this location. And I'm going to test foot 5. I'm going to release a token, the last token off this Favor of the Sun. And I'm going to pass. Flip this card. You climb to the top of the hazardous peaks to survey the lands below. From this vantage point, you're able to see the movements of the various creatures that live in the vales, soaring all around the peaks are black winged things that somehow scowl at you with empty, expressionless faces. Upon the cliffs that hangs over the vale, ghoul eyes watch your progress with morbid curiosity. The mound of bones and detritus below the precipice is home to nothing but the churning and dredging of something massive under the surface. To your left, the misty vale extends for miles until it reaches an enormous stone wall. Opposite the wall, far in the distance, you barely make out the shape of a city in the darkness. Incomprehensible whispers and mocking laughter seep into your ears. You dare no further study. Search the counter deck and discard pile for a hunting Nikon and spawn it at the Vale of Panath exhausted. Give me the bones. Where is he? Yes, I would like your bones for the graveyard, please. I'll draw 2 cards, and I may place 2 clues on this guy. Give me the bones. And I'll draw 2 cards. Incredible. He's exhausted, though. All right. Upkeep phase, everybody. All right, we're at 1 of 4. My evil card is... Each investigator loses 1 resource. Each investigator at a Vale or Depths location chooses a card in their hand, and each investigator at a Depths location, which is just Father Mateo, loses an action. So we all lose a resource, and we all discard a card. We all discard a card from our hand, and then Father Mateo, you lose an action. This guy comes closer. All right, Father Mateo, what's your evil card? Grasping Hands.
Ooh. Let's try to cancel that one.
Not meant to be.
Nope. I'll deny the damage.
Nice. Oh, you have to do the test though, still, right?
Oh yeah.
Because you could get a 0, yeah.
Oh, hey, you got a 0. That's nice.
All right, what do you got? Oh, dude. Oh, did you spend your last Enchanted Blade to kill the Dole last turn?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right.
So do you want to go first, eating with your enemies, or?
Yeah, sure. I can kill the guy. Hello, sir. I will attack you with my machete at 5 to 3. Hello, sir. Let's do that again. I'll stop there. He is dead. I'll grab those clues. I'm going to play a card from my discard pile. I lost my money, which makes this a little bit... There's, like, nothing great. But I'm going to actually just play this Favor of the Sun and seal 3 Blessed tokens on it. Just kidding. It's fantastic. I'm going to move out of this location. I have to attempt to scale the peaks safely. So we have 3 to 2. 1 to 2. We fail, but I'm going to just bandages the damage that I take. That's me. So I'm thinking I might go and try to do the Tower of Koth.
Yeah, I think we'll manage here.
Yeah.
Sister Mary and me, so.
I think it should be fine. All right, Sister Mary, why don't you go next? Because you got gassed.
So, Enchanted Blade takes up both an arcane slot and a hand slot.
Oh no, do you have too many? So
I can just discard this Rite of Sanctification because I haven't...
Yeah. And honestly, I think to just be reasonable, I'm even going... Oh no, I actually just spent my money. I was going to say I could lose my money, but I already spent it. So we'll just... we'll call that as a little oopsie, but yeah, discard the Rite of Sanctification.
Sorry about that. I thought it was an or.
Honestly, I'm surprised, like, no one said it. Like, even in chat. Tresmillion, 15 months at the Golden Table. Thank you for your continued support. Happy subscription renewal day to you as well. If you're watching and if you've not used your Twitch Prime, consider throwing it at us. We would love to have it. All right, keep going.
I will use the Ghoul Gang.
Seems good, 6 to 2. He is toast. You still have 2 actions.
I'll just use the last rite of seeking because I
Now you
I
can
only have-
move like to another sheet of pigs and then you can get 2 clues.
Yeah, we could do that.
wait because I defeated the guy with an action.
Yeah.
And then I would just move twice.
No, because you were here, right? You could. Yeah, these are all connected to this location. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, rite of seeking it is then.
Sweet. 6 to 2. 6 to 2. Beautiful. I'll remove the bless, and you get 2 clues. Awesome. All right, Father Mateo, it is your actions. You get 2 of them. Cherish them.
So I'll investigate 6 to 2.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, so I'll clear both our locations. Then we can you can look at the field side, both of them.
Do one of you want to flip your location?
Yeah, I'll flip mine.
All right. Okay,
this
here's
is
the exit.
The one we need, I think. Yeah.
So
we must spend 6 clues as a group.
We can do it, but we might as well like try. Should we try to do the tower so we have a way out? I know I said F that, but like, I'm also still okay to just F that, to be completely honest.
Yeah, so we can end it now, or we can continue and get the tower.
Yeah.
I
mean, I think we're very comfortable, and we have. I'll just put like a horror here. We can just like go and do this, right? Like anytime it gets scary, we can just do it.
Yeah, it's true.
Albeit, like, the longer we go, the more we have the dole come, which is a little bit spooky. I don't know if there's a point to flipping the other sea of pitches now. I don't think there is, to be honest.
No, I think there's even one that...
that shuffles them,
reshuffles them all, yeah, and then you don't know which it is anymore.
So it's probably better if we just, yeah. I mean, do you guys want to end it? Do you care if we get the ending where we escape, or are we okay with just going? What do you guys want to do?
I'm okay with staying in the dream net, but I think there's also some... Oh yeah, but now we would need to go there. There's some VP location there, I think, if you go through the tower.
You'll have to advance? Oh, we must spend... Oh, no, it's over. We must spend them. Yeah, it does say must. It is must. So it's over. It's over.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, we have 9 clues, so we must spend them. Yeah, it's true.
Perfect. Okay. Well, you row farther out into deeper, darker waters, but there's still no signs of any other shore. Under the surface of the black tarry liquid, you can see a series of glittering stars like an unknown constellation beckoning you forward. If you didn't know any better, you would think this was a reflection of the sky above, but there is no sky in this dark realm. You lean over the edge of your boat and nearly vomit from the sensation of vertigo that assaults you. It must be 100 miles deep and yet filled with horrors beyond your imagining, and yet you know what you must do. We must spend the 9 clues to advance. A pit of fear grows in your chest as you gaze into the thick, dark water. This is the source. Whatever is below the surface of the sea, it holds the answer to everything that has transpired thus far in the waking world. Perhaps you can even find a way to save your friends, or perhaps the ocean will simply swallow you alive. You have no way of knowing for certain. You stand and take a final breath, clenching your fist tightly, then you take a leap of faith. Resolution 1. Alright, well, we absolutely crushed that.
Yeah, that went really smoothly, yeah.
So we have 2 tally marks on steps to the bridge for each damage. We have victory X.
This is victory. Oh, that's a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 victory. And I have to do the interlude. The great ones. Alright, check the campaign for quests. So I'm just going to mark down 9 for each of us. I'm actually going to write it on paper because it's easier. So Yorick has 9, Mateo has 9, and Sister Mary has 11 to spend. Alright, check the campaign log in Dream Quest A. If the dreams grow weaker, if you asked for it. We asked for it. Skip the rest of the interlude. I love it. Don't even need to read any more. Don't mind me, just wanted to see if you're alive. You begin to tell the black cat of your troubles and a tilted head to the side with a look of cat-like curiosity. Huh, that's funny. Did I say I care what you had to say? I don't think I did. Oh well, let me make it more clear. I only care about whether you're able to fulfill your duty. I don't care how you're feeling. The cat's glaring eyes never blink. Well, good luck, you'll need it. It bounds off into a shadow and vanishes. I love it because this is like what is happening to the dreamer side, who are having a struggle. But over here, the companion side are like, who cares about this cat? That's so funny. So we skip everything and just go to the next one. Incredible. Basically, if you don't want to read the story, just choose that one. I love it. All right. Well, huge thank you to all of our patrons for supporting the channel. It's because of people like you that are able to make these game days a routine thing. It's fun, and honestly, like, that was ridiculous how smooth that went. And I love that, Father Mateo, you played, what, 4 cards?
Yeah, I think it was 5 in total, if you count all the events. Yeah.
That's so funny. Thanks so much for watching. Next week, we're going to have the next episode finishing up the Dreamer side. So let's see how Jim, Patrice, and Marie do in their battle against you-know-who. Otherwise, that's it for this episode, but stream's going to keep going. So if you're not watching live on stream, you should check it out. I stream every Monday and Friday. We bookend the work week. Yay! Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one. And as always, a GG's.